Welcome to another episode of Kuma's Kitchen. What am I eating today? Wow. This reminds me of what we usually have for dinner whenever we land in Zurich, heading back to my hometown in Swiss Alps. We always go to a place called the Zeughaus Keller. It's a big, huge beer hall. If you ever get a chance, you're ever in Zurich, highly recommended. Reasonable prices. A huge plate of potato salad. Big Worcester sausages. There's a whole bunch of different types there. What I've got today, I've done up some bratwurst because that's basically all I can get here. If I was in Switzerland, I'd be doing Sedervilla. Sedervilla is a real local type of sausage. But what I've made over here, and what we're going to make in the kitchen today, is Kartoffelsalat, or Swiss German potato salad. And Swiss German potato salad, or any European potato salad, we don't use mayonnaise. You find it's quite different. It's more of a olive oil and or any oil and vinegar dressing. But the way it works with a hot potatoes and all, and there's some bacon in there. Bacon, yeah, I just say bacon. And the onions, all, it just makes for a fantastic salad. And I'm eating that warm. There's two ways to eat European potato salad. Any European potato salad is warm or cold. And I gotta tell you, it's nice cold in summer, but in winter and the rest of the time of year, hot is just fantastic. Let's have a little bit of sausage to go with that. Yeah. All right, let's go in the kitchen and make that Kartoffelsalat. So these are the ingredients for making our potato salad. I've got some water coming up to a boil over here for cooking the potatoes. You need a fry pan, and for the ingredients, what we've got is a half a teaspoon of pepper, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, 1.5 tablespoons of vinegar, and 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Then over here, 1 onion that's been quartered and thinly sliced. Then, here, 7 ounces or 200 grams of bacon and chopped up. Now, I just cut it, because it comes in a big batch, cut across that way. You can do that. If you want, you can chop them the other way, even smaller pieces. I find this is fine, just like this. Then over here, I've got 2 pounds, actually just a little under 2 pounds of potatoes here, and scrubbed and then cut up. So basically, the dimensions are about somewhere between 1/2 and 3/4 of an inch, or between 12 and 20 millimeters. You want to keep them pretty well about the same size to just cook evenly. All right, that water starting to come to a boil. I'm going to get the potatoes in there, bring them up to a boil. Once that comes to one more in there. Once that comes to a boil, about 10 minutes, 11. What you're going to look for is I'm going to grab one out of there and I want the skewer, but I want the skewer to just go in there. I don't want it to be really soft. I want them just cooked because we're still going to fry them a little bit. All right? Okay, see you back here when those are ready. All right, while those potatoes are coming to a boil, let's get the bacon ready. So we've got our frying pan here. We'll bring it up on medium heat. Let's check that. Yeah, looks good right about there. Let's get that bacon in there. So I'm going to get that bacon going first. I want to cook that for about 8 to 10 minutes, just stirring it every once in a while. What I want to do is I want to start browning that bacon. Don't need to get too crispy yet, just browning a bit because we're going to add onions and later on potatoes in there too. All right, see you back here when one of these is ready. All right, potatoes got a little bit more to go yet. Just checked them, they're not quite ready. But that bacon's starting to look good, so I'm going to add in the onions. And just cook that for about 5-6 minutes, get those onions softened up a bit. And by then, our potatoes should be about ready. Alright, see you back here in about 5-6 minutes. Alright, so I've picked the potato and you see, take a skewer and it's going in. So that's perfect. Don't want to cook that any more than that. Onions got a little bit further to go. I'm going to turn this off. Going to go drain those. Alright, potatoes have been drained. So this looking pretty well ready to go. In go the potatoes. Mix that around a bit. Same time, we want to sprinkle on the pepper and the salt. Alright, then mix it around. I'm going to cook this for about another 8 to 10 minutes. It's going to brown up some of those potatoes a bit. Just feel like we're making hash browns here, isn't it? But we're making a potato salad. Interesting. Alright, so I want to get this all perfectly mixed together, so just keep stirring until you got everything. The bacon, the onions, the potatoes, piece of onion overboard, all mixed together. And just keep stirring every once in a while. Cook it away on medium heat. We'll see you back here shortly. Alright, look down here. The potatoes starting to get soft now. That is absolutely perfect. You can take that off the heat now. I've got some bratwurst going on the side. That's going to go with this. Let's see, turn it down just a little bit. Alright, what I want to do now is make our dressing. So, the olive oil and the vinegar and the Dijon mustard. And just whisk that together just till it emulsifies. Anytime you use Dijon mustard in with oil and vinegar, it brings it together nicely. Alright, now what I want to do, toss the potatoes in there. Alright, okay. And go up there. Alright. Now what I need to do is toss it in your spoon. And there we go. So take a spoon, just toss this around. You want to get that dressing just distributed throughout. Everything coated. Look at that. That is going to be an absolutely perfect salad. And you can see, there's no need for mayonnaise. Not in a European potato salad. Think of that. That's making its own mayonnaise. Alright. Now, you can either eat it hot like this, let it sit for a couple of minutes, or let it cool down, chill it, and have it later cold. I prefer it hot myself, or room temperature. I think the flavor is just stronger there, but it's up to you which you like. Alright, that's ready to go. The bratwurst are going to go beside it, or just about ready to go. It's going to be a great dinner tonight. Well, if you like this recipe, stick around and check out the other original Kevin Ryder recipes here on Kuma's Kitchen. Go make this. That's smelling good. And make your cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen.